everyone, my name is Justin Raducanu. I am the Scrum Master and the partial Tempo web app developer. Today I will demonstrate the purpose of the Tempo web app, which makes gene expression workflow easier to use through a graphical interface. Instead of asking users to manually run R scripts or snake-make commands in the terminal, the app lets them upload their data, choose the comparison groups, run the pipeline, inspect the outputs, and download the results from one browser-based interface. Technically, the app is built with R Shiny on the front end and snake-make on the back end. Shiny handles the user interface, file uploads, settings, status display, result tables, and download buttons, while snake-make handles the actual workflow execution, including validation, QC metric calculation, analysis, and report generation. This keeps the application modular and reproducible. As you can see, the application can be launched very easily with just 2 lines in the shellcode. First, the user has to enter the Tempo web app folder on their PC or laptop, and then they just run the command indicated by the cursor, rscript runapp.r. This launches the file you see here, which is the Tempo app. We start on the Run Pipeline page. This is the main page where the user configures and starts an analysis. Here, the user can upload their count matrix and metadata. I select 2 files, counts.csv and metadata.csv. These files run only on 1,000 genes compared to the 20,000 genes used within our experiments to show this experiment fully within a certain amount of time. After these data have been uploaded, they contain sample-level information, including the condition column that defines the biological or experimental groups. This condition column is selected automatically by the app, however can be changed and modified if needed by the user. This is important because the user does not have to guess the group names manually. The app uses the actual values from the metadata file, which reduces errors when setting up the comparison. Next, the analysis settings can also be chosen between QC only and QC plus validation. This QC plus validation runs the current full MVP pipeline we implemented in Tempo. Now, the analysis can be started, either by this button or this button here. Behind the scenes, the Shiny app creates a new timestamped run folder. It copies the uploaded files into that folder, writes a config.yaml file with the selected settings, and starts snake-make as a separate process. The status panel shows whether the pipeline is idle, running, finished, or failed, while the snake-make log shows the back-end workflow execution. This is useful for debugging and reproducibility. Once the pipeline has finished, the results can be seen by going to the Results tab. Here, the results can be grouped, filtered, or sorted where needed. You can also search for a specific gene. Next, I will also show the QC metrics. This page displays quality control metrics generated by the pipeline, including the number of genes, number of samples, total counts, library size statistics, detected genes per sample, zero count fraction, and samples per group. This table is also searchable, sortable, and downloadable. As you can see, within the download section, you can download files as CSV, QC metric CSV, an HTML report, validation summary, or an output as a zip file. To summarize, this app supports the complete technical workflow: uploading input files, detecting metadata groups, configuring the comparison, running snake-make, validating the data, generating QC metrics, while leveraging the entire Tempo optimized pipeline that we have built.